Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
Hey, I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Extreme video for Monday, the 11th of April. Quite a week of weather changes coming up. Some severe weather possibly today. Let's get in there and take a look and talk about it. See if we can answer all of your questions. First off, the Skycam shots. At the ridiculous hour of 5 o'clock, that's the view coming from Tuscaloosa. You can see that low stratus deck overhead, and boy, it's awfully warm out there this morning with many spots sitting around 70. In fact, Tuscaloosa is showing 71 at 5 o'clock. To the north, there's a look at downtown Fayette. And to the south, the campus of Auburn University down in Lee County. Nice trough to the west with convection all the way from the Texas Hill Country up to near Chicago and Detroit. And yeah, it's warm. Look at Birmingham sitting at 70 degrees here at 5 a.m. The cool spot over in Anniston, they've got 63, but looks like we'll be up there at or over 80 again today. Check the situation off to the west. We've got convection, again, all the way from near Austin, Texas, to east of Dallas-Fort Worth up to near Little Rock and then north. And again, for now, not much severe weather out there. There's the current watch warning map. Those are wind advisories for Alabama. It's going to be kind of breezy today in advance of the cold front. And you note those tornado watch areas off to the west over a pretty good chunk of Texas. There's the northern watch, and that's set to expire here in just a few minutes. And I don't think they will reissue those initially, but later today they probably will as the storms move east and the air becomes unstable again. And there's your convective outlook for today. Got the standard slight risk all the way from Mobile to New England. And that basically includes all of Alabama, all of Mississippi, and all of Tennessee, and parts of the adjacent states. The main threat will be from strong straight-line winds. That's the wind probability at 30% for much of Alabama. 30% chance of severe winds within 25 miles of a given point. The tornado probabilities are very low, only at 5%, as the wind directions are wind profiles are pretty unidirectional. So while there could be one somewhere, the odds are tornadoes will not be a big problem today or tonight, thank goodness. And then for the rest of the week, we've got a risk on day 4, a small risk. And day 4 is Thursday. That's for parts of Oklahoma and Arkansas. And that system is due in here on day 5 Friday. There's no formal risk at this point. We'll have to watch that for potential for strong storms as the week progresses. And there's the QPF chart. This is the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Friday evening at 7 o'clock. The big totals are to the northwest of here, and across Alabama, the amounts range from almost 1.5 inches around the shoals down to just 1/4 inch around Mobile and Gulf Shores. Let's take a look at the modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Nice shortwave digging through to the west, and down below that, the storms still showing up way northwest of here. The GFS is really slow with this thing. And again, we'll look at the RPM here in just a minute. We'll look at some of the severe weather indices. First off, the significant tornado parameter, and this is valid at 7 o'clock this evening. I picked that because that seems to be when kind of the line could be coming through the Birmingham metro. And the numbers are over 1, which is significant, but you don't see those, big, 3, 4, 5 plus numbers that you associate with major tornado outbreaks. And I'll show you why here in just a moment. There's the Craven-Brooks Severe Weather Index, and those numbers are pretty high in advance of the front. We'll check the helicity values, and that's the main problem there with the lack of tornadoes. You just there's hardly any low-level veering of the wind. So, again, more than likely it's going to be a damaging straight-line wind issue if we do have problems. We'll check the RPM. This is, let's see, 7 o'clock this evening. This is OZ. And, again, it's like the GFS. It's awfully slow at this thing. It's got the line from near Athens down to Tuscaloosa. And it's got the stronger returns over the Tennessee Valley. We'll go to 9 o'clock this evening. That's O2Z, and it's got the line of storms coming through Gadsden and Clanton. And then tonight at midnight, the storms are exiting the region. So it looks more and more like instead of this thing being a daytime problem today, it's going to be a problem late this afternoon and really tonight. Main problem, potential for damaging straight-line winds. And I'd say the main window for issues, we'll say 4 to midnight. We'll kind of open up that big gap there, but it looks like the core of it could be maybe 6 to 9 o'clock. So we'll be watching that, and we'll see how it plays out. Tomorrow, storms are on by. It will be cooler, no more 80s. In fact, the GFS is showing only a high of 69 tomorrow. The NAM is showing 72. Wednesday, going to be a cool morning. We'll start the day in the 40s, wind up in the mid to upper 70s. And Thursday still looks dry, pushing 80 on Thursday. Next system doing here at the end of the week on Friday, the latest run here showing a bowling ball type feature, deep upper low near Chicago. And the surface low is directly underneath that. It's vertically stacked. And below that, a trailing cold front comes in here Friday with a good chance of showers and storms. So that looks to be the next chance of severe weather. And we'll have to monitor that. There could be some strong storms, not a classic look at this point. And then Saturday, starting off the weekend, everything's out of here. And this is race weekend at Talladega. The weekend looks dry, but hey, noticeably cooler. Look at the 540 line down to Huntsville. If this is right, the high on Saturday will be only in the middle 60s. That's pretty far below average for this time of the year. Sunday should be a brilliantly sunny day, but Sunday morning is going to be cool. The GFS is showing 41. Some of the colder spots could wind up in the 30s with maybe a touch of light frost and nothing widespread, but that's going to be a cold morning. So at least you don't have to worry about it being hot out there like it was this past weekend at the Barber Motorsports event for the IndyCar racing. And again, the GFS is showing a high of only 63 on Sunday, so a bright, sunny, cool day. And then Monday of next week, moisture begins to return. Looks like we might see some rain just beyond that period. We'll dig a little deeper this month, April 24th. That's a good-looking trough, and that could be relatively stormy. That looks like the next good round of storms there. And at the end of the forecast on the 26th, that batch of rain is gone. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Being Alabama's news leader means digging deeper to get you the facts, working harder so you have all sides of the story, and not being afraid to tell the truth. Every day you award us by making ABC 3340 Alabama's most watched news. And now the Associated Press has named us Alabama's most outstanding news operation. That's 9 times since 1996, more than all other stations combined. And that's 9 more reasons you should trust the news leader. ABC 3340.